Okay, let's unpack this. If you're a manual tester right now, maybe looking towards automation, feeling a bit overwhelmed perhaps, or just wondering, how do I actually start?
Yeah.
Then this deep dive is really for you. We've been looking at the sources you sent over. Basically, some really practical guides on making that specific transition.
That's right. And our goal today really is to boil those guides down.
Okay.
We want to pull out the core steps, the absolute essential tools, and maybe most importantly, the mindset shifts.
Right, the mindset.
Yeah, what these sources say you need to sort of bridge that gap effectively. Think of it like a quick roadmap.
Focusing on what really matters.
Yeah.
Avoiding the noise.
Exactly. Just the impactful stuff.
Excellent. So diving in, one of the first things that jumps out from these guides is just why? Why automation? It's more than just like the latest trend, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, sure, the market demands it, but the real value the sources point to is efficiency and reliability. Automated tests. They can run complex stuff over and over exactly the same way faster than a person can.
Makes sense.
And this frees you, the manual tester, up for the trickier things, exploratory testing, things needing that human intuition. It's about making QA stronger, not just replacing people.
That's a really important point. It's not automation or manual, it's additive.
Precisely. Elevating the whole function.
So here's where these sources get interesting. The path they map out. It doesn't start with code, surprisingly.
No, it starts with perspective, a mindset shift.
Right.
They really hammer home the need for a continuous learning attitude. Automation isn't learned overnight.
It's persistence.
Exactly, incrementally. And here's a key takeaway. Your manual testing experience. That's gold.
Okay.
It's not something to leave behind. It's your foundation. You already get test cases, user flows, requirements. That deep understanding is vital for figuring out what makes a good automated test.
That's a powerful way to put it. You're not starting from scratch. You bring the core knowledge.
You really do.
Okay, so armed with that mindset, leveraging what you already know.
Yeah.
How do the sources say you start building the tech skills? Programming has to come in somewhere.
It does, yeah. It's the engine, really. For most tools, anyway. The guides suggest picking one language.
Just want to start.
Yep. Focus. Common ones are Java, Python, JavaScript, maybe C#. The goal isn't mastery right away, just the fundamentals. Variables, loops, functions, and definitely object-oriented programming concepts, OOP.
Why OOP specifically?
Because it helps you write cleaner, more organized, reusable test code. Super important as your tests grow.
Right, keeps things manageable. Okay, so pick a language, get the basics, understand OOP. Then what? How do you connect that to actually, automating something? What tools first?
So then you pick a tool that fits. Depends what you're testing. Selenium is huge for web apps, often with Java or Python. Appium is the standard for mobile. Cypress is getting really popular for modern web stuff, uses JavaScript. And Postman for APIs, can't forget API testing.
Got it. Language, then tools. And the sources mentioned frameworks too.
Yeah.
Like putting structure around the test.
Exactly. Frameworks like TestNG or JUnit for Java, PyTest for Python, Mocha, or Jest for JavaScript. They aren't just optional extras.
They're needed.
They provide structure, reporting, ways to manage how tests run. They turn your scripts into a proper, maintainable test suite.
Okay, so it's layered language, tool, framework. But how do you actually make this knowledge stick? Reading isn't doing.
Absolutely not. The guides are unanimous. Practical application. You have to do it.
Like what?
Automate simple things on real sites. A login flow. Adding something to a shopping cart. Apply what you learn right away. That's how it moves from theory to actual skill.
And tracking that progress, showcasing it, that's where version control comes in.
GitHub. Oh, massively important. Yes. Learning basic, git clone, commit, push, pull. It's non-negotiable for managing your code.
Even just for yourself.
Even just for yourself to start, and then for collaboration. Plus, putting projects on GitHub, that's your portfolio. It shows people you have hands-on skills.
All right, proof of work. Okay, stepping back a bit.
Yeah.
How does this fit into the bigger picture? The software development process, CI/CD keeps coming up.
Yes, continuous integration, continuous delivery. The sources say you need to understand the basics. Tools like Jenkins, GitHub Actions. Integrating your automated tests here means they run automatically. Every time there's new code, maybe?
Yeah, exactly.
Or deployment. You get super fast feedback. Find bugs early when they're cheaper and easier to fix. Running tests in these pipelines is also key for just keeping the tests working as the app changes.
And you need to know if they passed or failed. Reporting.
Yeah, good reporting tools like Allure or Extent reports, plus clear logging in your scripts. Vital for quickly figuring out why a test failed.
Okay, so let's try and sum up the journey these sources lay out for someone making this switch.
Right. It starts with embracing that learning mindset, then building foundational tech skills. One programming language, key tools. Then, crucially, hands-on practice. Automate real stuff, use Git to manage it, understand how it plugs into CI/CD, and just keep practicing, keep learning.
And remembering that your manual testing background is a huge asset.
An incredible head start for designing tests that actually matter.
Fantastic summary. So, mindset first, leverage your strengths, build the tech skills layer by layer, practice constantly, use Git, understand CI/CD, keep learning, start small, build momentum.
That's the path. It definitely takes effort, takes persistence, but it's very doable with a structured approach like the ones we looked at.
Okay, leaves us with something to chew on maybe. Think about this. How does integrating automation change more than just speed? How might it fundamentally shift how we approach ensuring quality right from the start of development? Something to consider as you start your own automation journey.